Me and Dave always had one thing in common. It was hard to find clothes that fit us. But there were many, many times that we were exactly the same size. And I was going through a weird part of my life where the only thing that made me happy was buying 5 and 6X black t-shirts. And a lot of them would have like fancy patterns on them and stuff. And those are the ones I'd buy for Dave. And then one day I had so many of them, it took like 2 big garbage bags full of shirts. And I called Dave and he came and got them. And he wore them always. And one time he gave me this hat. Now I think it's this hat because I have 2 that's just like it. So I think it's this one. And I thought that was a fair trade because I like this hat. And very sad because as soon as we're done, me and John are going to go to Denny's and Dave ain't going to be there. But another thing that made me really happy is when Dave got well one time after being in the hospital, he was low carb with me. And we were both doing pretty good, losing some weight. And we both ordered the double cheeseburger with no bun. And then one day I decided that it would be really good to dip it in some blue cheese dressing. And then I looked over and I saw John putting A1 sauce on his. And then Dave says that he wants some of that blue cheese dressing. So me and Dave started putting the blue cheese dressing and the A1 sauce on our double burgers. And so that's what I'm going to have tonight. And tempted and tried, we're oft made to wonder why it must be thus all the day long. While others prosper, living among us, never molested, but doing wrong. Farther along, we'll know all about it. Farther along, we'll understand why. So cheer up, my brother, walk in the sunlight, 'cause we'll understand it all by and when death has come and taken a loved one, it leaves our hearts so weary and drear, and we're left to ponder why others prosper, living so wicked year after year. Farther along, we'll know all about it.
Okay, we got one more act, and I'd like to ask if you guys would be so kind, if you haven't donated yet, to go ahead and donate in the bucket right here. And you're next, Wayne. You're the last guy. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is definitely a wordsmith. You bet. And at other times when Big D himself a tunesmith, you guys were able to work together on
Yes, we did.
a time or two. So anyways, put your hands together for Wayne Working Team, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks. I'm gonna do something in honor of my dear friend Big D, who I knew for way too short of a time. And I'm gonna do one that I know he loved, and that he loved accompanying me on several times also. It goes like this. Ring-tailed cat, I'd like to be your buddy. I know you're not a fuddy-duddy cat, just like the other cats who act like you're their mother when you're really just their brother in this crazy world of smother. Say it with me if you know it. Ring-tailed cat, you like to lie out in the alley, far from the other cats who sally for to try to find a pally. But instead they meet an alley, oop, who knocks them in the head and then leaves them there for dead and won't even give them soup as he leaves with Betty Boop. And then the ringtail cat says, I'm not Frank Hicks, I'm not Joe Holly either, I'm not Rich Macintosh, I'm not Big D, but I sure as fuck wish he were here right now, and so do all of us.